Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an interactive form field within your Figma design. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing we want to do is go and grab the shaping tool. We're going to use a rectangle and let's click down. Let's create our rectangle. Alright, so here we are. We're going to go and add on the right hand side a fill. Let us make it just a light gray. Let's add a stroke as well, and can look just like this, and we can round the corners. Alright, now we're going to go up to the top left hand side and grab the typing tool, and let us go ahead and enter a field here. You can use something like first name, you can use something like full name, whatever the case may be. So let's click away, and then we can go over to the right hand side and we can choose our font size, and let's click down here and drag it over to this rectangle that we made. So what we can do here is click down, drag over it, and we are going to say Control C on our keyboard, and this will copy this, and then we're going to use Control V, and you'll see here we can paste it. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to take this text and let's just remove the word first, and we are going to take this text and we are going to just move it up to the top. We can make it slightly smaller as well. So let's go ahead now and click down, drag, and let us group this. So we're going to right click and say group selection. The next thing we're going to do is design a blinking pointer. So let's go up to the pen tool. We're going to click down, drag it down, and click down again. Okay, so now we have our pointer. Let us go back to the selection tool, make sure that it's selected, and from here we want to make sure that we are creating a component. So let's just go up here, let's just click on create component. Alright, so this is our component, and once you've selected your component, you can go down to the right hand side. You can see there's some colors. You can change what it actually looks like. So let's just go to stroke and let's just open it up a little bit. So that's essentially what we want it to look like. All right, so the next thing we want to do over here is we are going to just click add variant at the top. So now we have two of these. Okay, so what we're going to do with the second one is just go again down to the selection colors. Let's click on that color, and we are going to make the opacity all the way down to 0. So we're going to go now and select the first one, and over on the right hand side we're going to go into prototypes and interactions. We're going to hit the plus icon. So here you want to choose this on click. You want to select after delay, and let's just change this to 500 milliseconds, and over here you want to change this to change to. You'll see now that it says property 1 default 2, and this one over here you want to do the exact same. So let's go there, after delay 500 milliseconds, and let us do change to. Now this will go to variant 2. You want to change this to default, and you want to make sure that this one over here is to variant 2. So from here we're going to go over to the left hand side, go to assets, and you can see over here there is a local component. This is our vector that we created. We're going to click down and drag it over, and we can place it inside this frame. Now we can make it slightly smaller if we'd like to, but for now what we are going to do is just place it over here. Okay, that's great. So we're going to click down, drag, and select all of this, and we're going to right click and say group selection. Okay, so we can also go ahead and start to organize this by naming these group 1, group 2, and so forth. On the left hand side you can see what they look like, and you can give them different names. So what we're going to do now is click down, select these two groups, the first group and the second group, and what we want to do is at the top, this icon over here will give us a few options. You want to select the create multiple components. So once this is done, you're going to go over to design, making sure that this is still selected, And it says over here components. You want to just click on combined as variants. Okay, so this is what you'll see. So we're going to go over now and make sure that we're on prototype, and here you want to go and click down on this plus button, and we want to make it look like this on click. Okay, so right here we're going to say on click, and we're going to say change to, and we can just make sure that it does say group 2. That's great. And we can make it either instant, dissolve, or smart animate, and that's exactly what it's going to look like. Now once you're done, you can go up to the top right hand side and you can preview how this actually works and what it will look like.